If you're heading the right direction, then every inch you take forward makes a difference. Makes a positive difference, a positive change. If you're heading the wrong direction, then equally, every inch you move forward also makes an impact, has an influence. Which one do you think is more important? The number of steps you take or moving in the right direction? Which one do you think is more important of these two? Move in the right direction, absolutely. Because he who moves in the right direction, however many or few steps he might take, if he's moving in the right direction, then eventually he gets to the desired destination. But if you're moving in the wrong direction, and if you take many steps a day, actually you're doing yourself a disservice, because every step you take is only going to take you away from the truth. This is why the path is very important. Which path? That is what matters. Which way are we heading? Do we have our bearings straight? These are the important questions. I remind you from time to time that our lives, until we came across the Buddha's teaching, is in itself, or our lives are in itself, evidence that it is not the number of steps we take that takes us to success, victory, happiness and joy. Our lives are evidence of that. How so? Well, people from all walks of life are here. The very fact that you and I, we are both here under one roof, trying to now head in the same direction, is evidence that the path that we took until now, the direction that we headed until now, was somewhat off from the truth. And that's okay, because it matters not how far we astray or go astray, how far we go out of the path of truth. If we eventually get back on track, then from there on, it's only a matter of time. So I assure you, I was thinking to myself this morning, what confidence must you have that the words that you hear when you come here, the teachings that you get on a Sunday morning, what confidence must you have that it is the truth, that it shall see you well, that it will guide you to the happiness that you seek in life? What is this confidence that you have? Is it blind faith, I wondered? How can I expect you to have confidence in what I tell you? I was thinking about this morning. For all you know, I could be a clown. For all you know, I could be coming up here and putting up a pretense. Just tricking you all, trying to get you to convince in my story, or be convinced in my story. So how do I expect you to have confidence that this is the truth? How do I expect you to have conviction that this is the path? Now I found myself in the same boat. So I have an answer for you. How do you know that what Swami Wahanse preaches to us, what he teaches us, what he shares with us, he puts up a good show, if I might say so myself. But how do we know that what he says is of any substance? Is this the real truth? Is this the real truth? How do we know this? Just as much as your lives are evidence that the path that you took until this moment until you came across the Buddha's teaching, just as much as it is evidence that it was the wrong path. Because you traveled far and wide, far and yonder, but happiness was forever one step ahead. You never achieved it, but you were always hopeful. That is the same way in which you shall realize that this is the true path. How so? As you start making progress on this path, you will begin to realize that you have ultimately found the answers that you were looking for. So, that is the conviction that I think you should all seek. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is not I who is going to give you evidence. Because I can share with you my story. I can share with you the joy that I experienced today, the bliss that fills my life today, but all of that is a personal experience, isn't it? How do you know that I'm not making all this up? How do you know that I'm not just giving you a tall tale? How do you know that? In the very same way that you have tested the theories of life until now. How is that? By living it. It is said that the path is made by walking. So, this path as well, your confidence in the Buddha's teaching will also arise in your mind as you start walking the path.